was just about to practice more with my main on 5. Oh, who's your main on 5? Well, 5 and 6 are completely different games. Jury. Oh, boy. There's some similarities, but, like, they're completely different games, dude. I mean, you know, if you're cracked out, if you're one of those people who's cracked out, you'll be able to play as Jury sooner than you think. Get your practice in. I've only been playing fighting games for less than 5 years, so at least I want to get some stuff I can bring into 6 down. Well, I think that, like, just fighting games in general, a lot of the anime games, like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, they had really good tutorials that really vetted a lot of new players into fighting games. Those games are really good at that. They had really good tutorials, although they're like some of them were long. It's only recently that like Tekken and Street Fighter kind of did that stuff, but like Street Fighter 5 and like Tekken, like those are games from like in 2016, so they didn't really have that kind of stuff. Just sad. They're trying to like make up for it by doing it now, but well, I'm glad though. At least I'm making the effort now. But it beats like not making the effort at all, right? Apparently, my fellow jury players agree that jury had a good theme in 4 and terrible theme in 5. Now fire theme in 6. Like, yeah, she kind of seems to just have been like give different aesthetics each time, whether it be music or costume or whatever. Like 5 is a good game now. From what I played, I never played the beginning of 5, but I heard like the beginning of 5 was like just terrible. Like the first season, in 4 season, man, yeah. Like, I remember in 4, like, because I played Guy in 4, and 6 you just said. Well, you just got to be cracked out, man. Just got to be cracked out of your mind. Just be cracked out of your mind. You can get that extra practice with jury. Get that extra practice in. Man, too many notifications. People call jury creepy, like they wouldn't let her use him as a footstool. But I think like the whole like foot fetish thing is more adamant in 6. They just went all out with it. I mean, like, you know, just do whatever, I guess, yeah. People want to stream this on Twitch, you know, show the feet, do the feet stuff, do the foot fetish stuff. Give the people what they want, man. Give the people what they want. You personally like it? Yeah, figures with your username, I'd figured like you'd like it. Yeah, this game's made for you, man. This game is made for like people other than fighting game players, which is a good thing because like with the title Street Fighter 6 in the title, like you know, fighting they already know like yeah, add rollback netcode, make the game hot. Fighting game players will play it, but it's like what else can we do to make this game played by people who do not play fighting games? So, oh, like I think like with legacy titles like Street Fighter and Tekken, Guilty Gear, the title is already enough to kind of like get people who played the past games who want to play these games. So it's just like, you know, like let's just make it so that we can bring in a new audience because of the title, you know, the old audience isn't going away unless they want to. The best idea was make more female counterparts or characters, and it worked. Definitely worked. I don't. I think it didn't really change much. Like instead of T Hawk, you get a little girl. Like I didn't. If it was anybody, I just say like, dude, where's T Hawk? But I mean, like again, they're probably gonna have like 56 characters in like a full roster. So It's not like I think like if you don't even get your character now, it's most likely like later on the character that you want is going to pop up. I mean, they already announced like four characters right off the bat for the first season, rather than it's good how they're being just transparent about it. Elena, well, maybe you just maybe down the road, because like if it's gonna follow the same thing that like a lot of these fighting games, recent contemporary fighting games have been doing, of like the season pass and really releasing characters. It's like I think they're gonna just be milking this game out as much as they can. So they're gonna probably have. I wouldn't be surprised if like SF6 had the biggest roster, because like the thing is what they're doing is that they want to implement the download characters into the world tour mode. So that means that they're gonna have like when you get a new character, you're also getting a new storyline, like a new episode to work with in world tour mode. Some people want a big roster, some people don't. I just want the character. I could care less about how big the roster is. It's just like if I instead of having like I don't want Zeku, I don't want Grandpa Guy, I don't want uh Kimberly, I don't want like Guy Jr. I want Guy. That's what I was kind of like pissed off about, because like they have so many Final Fight characters. They even have like a Final Fight stage in Street Fighter Five. They didn't even bring back Guy. I like Zeko. I do want him, but not for six. He wouldn't fit in six. I think the thing is though, like if they do bring back one character, is like why have doubles, right? Exactly. See, like as for Guy, I like Guy, but I like female characters. But like it's like then what's the point of bringing back Guy? Because you already have a character who moves like Guy, and it's just that's what sucks, right? Because I want Guy. I kind of don't really give a shit about like these new characters who are supposed to be proteges. I mean, like you could have them, but I also kind of want the originals as well, right? So like you want to appeal to a new audience, that's great, but like hopefully later on down the line they just bring like the original characters too. That's what I want. Like what Tekken does, kind of. Well, I mean, like Tekken, like even then, like a lot of like the like even with Street Fighter Five too, like Tekken 7 and like Street Fighter Five, a lot of the characters were just kind of doubles of each other. Because like uh, Akira from Rival Schools, when she came out, she's just Karen with air combos, pretty much. She was Karen with air combos. So it's like, how can you give all these characters that people want, but at the same time avoid like the redundancy, right? That's the challenge, I think, for the devs. I'm scared they won't bring Ellen because they have DJ already. That's what I was talking about, right? That's what I mean. It's like then you're gonna have doubles. Like what they have a name for that in Japanese. They call them konpachikara, which is basically like compatible characters. Now you notice in Street Fighter 2, they did that with half of the cast, and then it grew the cast by twofold, right? So they have Ryu, but they also have Ken, which is a color swap, and then they just changed like properties in terms of gameplay, but they gave them essentially the same tool set. And then you have Blanca and E Honda, who had like the same body type. One was green, but then like one had like a ball attack, another one had a sumo attack, but like they had the same kind of functions, you know. So that was like four, and so out of that, it's like they needed four more characters who were not like compatible versions of each other. So they had like Gal, Chun Li, Zangief, right? The Gal, Chun Li, Zangief, Dalsum. So they had two characters which are kind of similar to each other. They had like two pairs, Ryu Ken and then Blanca and E Honda. And so that was easy for them because they didn't need to like mess around with the pixel maps so much. They could just like double like they did some different things with it, but like not on a drastic scale. Whereas now, if you have doubles of one character, people will freak, right? So they don't want that. And they want them to be different. I mean, like, and then they took like how many years for like Ken to finally be different than Ryu, but like he really stood out when it came to like Street Fighter Five. The way he fought and everything, and like way he functioned as a character was totally different from Ryu. So that was good. I like him in six too. I played Ken in six at Evo Japan. That was fun. I'm probably gonna use Ken. But yeah, it's like 1 a.m. in Japan right now, so I'm probably gonna get some sleep. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.